Hi, it's Liam Jeffrey, Associate Director at luxuryproperty.com. This morning, we're going to give you the first weekly news update. So, a few articles that have been out there this week. First of all, we're going to look at the aggressive selling prices that developers are introducing to the market to give life to the off-plan market once again. We all know that this year so far, off-plan sales have been down. I think in the first quarter we saw off-plan sales down around 40%, which is obviously a massive decline. It's interesting to see how developers are handling this issue by lowering the prices and being really aggressive. So Seven Tides set the ball rolling, and they actually went below 1,000 dirhams a square foot for Seven City in JLT. Really interesting project, great location, obviously close to Sheikh Zayed Road and JLT, one of the last plots in Cluster Z. They sold 600 units, so it seemed to work, the strategy seemed to work. Within the first 7 days, 600 units were sold, and they eventually will net 700 million dirhams once all the units are handed over. So that seems to be working. We've just seen Danube, who were quite aggressive last year, but I think they're going to step things up with this new project called Lawns. Not too sure about the name, but that's certainly going to be an aggressive payment. There's going to be aggressive prices for that project as well. So it seems like developers are, even with Emaar, for example, with the Collective, that they're offering these lower end prices to try and revive some interest and sales in the off-plan market. Next, we're going to look at total opposite scale. So first of all, we're focusing on low end and aggressive pricing. Now we're going to look at the most expensive properties and talk about how the penthouse market in Dubai seems to be going from strength to strength. So last year, two of the most expensive apartments ever sold in Dubai were 29,800 square foot property in the One Palm by Omniat. This sold for 102 million dirhams, and a 14,000 square foot full floor penthouse in the Bulgari Resort and Residences. This sold for 60 million dirhams. So there's certainly activity in the higher penthouse market. So ranging from 10 million to over 100 million. And there's a good number of premium options that developers are now offering. So in the past 3 to 4 years, demand for penthouses has surged so much that it seems that the developers are making penthouse levels rather than having the traditional 2 penthouses on the higher floor. So they're actually introducing 2 or 3 full penthouse levels, because I guess that's what people really want. In the past, developers would think about how they could maximize the space and fit as many properties into the tower as possible. Also, one trend that we've seen with penthouse buyers is that they're buying now off-plan, which kind of makes their property more customizable. They're working with the developer to get the additions and the changes that they need and they want for their penthouse. So for example, with the One Palm, which already had 3 swimming pools in the project, the buyer came in and requested a 20-meter lap pool on the rooftop of his penthouse, and Omniat, because it was early on in the construction stage, managed to accommodate that request. And I think this is a trend that we're going to see moving forward. That's it from me this week. My name's Liam Jeffrey at luxuryproperty.com. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time.